I feel very great and happy. At least coming all the way from just come and watch the game in Abuja, we really expected the boys to play well, which they did. No, the both parties, they really did well. But I needed my team, Plateau United, to win because we need to go for the next leg. So I'm so happy we won. The boys really did well. But at the end, in some of the midfield, we are not really at their top 10. But we thank God they still came over. We thank God they won. Our coach is really doing well with the boys. So we hope and we pray that we're going to win there too.
Very well, we were scared because when you look at the tactical play of the game, of the Gabonese, they are tactical on their first half. I think they are waiting for the second half. You can see the way they played the second half. So the first half was a tactical game from the Gabonese to hold the team at that draw stage so that when they come back second half, they will unleash what they know to the team. Unfortunately, the home team used their knowledge to do that. So that is the point.
Good morning there. Welcome you on the show. 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Achishafe. It's also there the clip between Plateau United and Stade Manji, the team from Gabon who came, saw, but they never conquered as Plateau United were able to do it against them. 1-0, and it ended in favor of Plateau United qualifying for the next round of the CAF Champions League. Well, we will be talking about all this story. I have in the studio Akogo Yusuf. Good to have you, Yusuf.
Good to be here. Good morning.
Good morning. You look sportish enough. So let's talk some sports now. Let's start with our first story where Rivers United, Plateau United, and also Kwara United, right now they've all qualified for the next round. That's our fourth story that we'll be looking at as we talk about this particular competition, CAF Interclub. Well, 4 teams went to war from Nigeria. Well, unfortunately, 1 dropped and 3 still progressed to the next round. Rivers, Plateau, and Kwara United. In Abuja, Plateau United defeated Stade Manji 1-0. If you check the aggregate there, that shows that really they fought hard. They actually won 3-2 by aggregate. Rivers United, they lost away to Watanga of Liberia 1-0. But the fact that they did the business here in Nigeria, they qualified. You have Kwara United also. They tried their best. They won the first leg. And right now, they really are so happy for the fact that they were able to scale. But for Raymond Stars, very painful. Raymond Stars tried their best, but it wasn't enough. They drew away in Morocco, and they came to Nigeria. In fact, at their own beautiful pitch in Ikene, they lost that game. Yusuf.
Wow, fantastic performance from Nigerian team. 4 teams who went to war, 3 scaled through, and 1 drop. I think it's positive for Nigeria, for Nigerian NPFL especially. If you look at Plateau United, well, I'm not so convinced. I mean, their performance here in Abuja, although they managed to win that game by 1-0. Rivers United also did their best as well. Plateau United scaled through 3-2 on aggregate, having drew the first leg away in Gabon. So I think it's a good one for the team, but I'm scared for them. Well, having gone through this stage, I'm looking ahead. I'm looking at the oppositions ahead. They are not really looking good for the Nigerians.
They are not really looking good for Nigeria. While we talk about that, let's quickly look at the result as it went down just for the 14th from Nigeria. Looking at it right now, AS Douanes of Niger Republic, they played 0-0 against Kwara United, and they are 3-0 aggregate in favor of Kwara United. Watanga FC of Liberia, 1-0, they pipped Rivers United, but on aggregate, Rivers qualified 3-1. Plateau United won against Stade Manji 3-2 on aggregate. And you have Raymond Stars losing here in Nigeria against Asfa of Morocco, and it ended 2-1 aggregate in favor of Asfa of Morocco. Well, from there, the 3 that qualify right now, let's look at the second round of the preliminary matches they will be playing. You have CAF Champions League, 2 teams. Rivers United will be facing Wydad Athletic Club of Morocco. Plateau United versus Experience of Tunisia, big one there. Kwara United versus RS Berkane of Morocco. And you look at this is a Kulian tax for Nigerians. All 3 North African teams.
Yes. If you look at the Rivers United, they are going against the defending champion of this competition. You understand? So it's a very good. It's going to be a very tough one for them. They are the Nigerian champion, NPFL champion. So they need to go back and then go back to the drawing board. Whatever that needs to be put in place has to be put in place because they are going against the North African teams. You know how hostile the North Africans can be when you are going against them, especially when you are playing at their backyard. So I think it's going to be a very difficult game, considering the fact that, the last time we won this competition was in 2003 and 2004 when Enyimba won it back-to-back. So do we still have that kind of team that Enyimba used, those days? That is a big question that we need to ask ourselves. Absolutely.
The player needs to answer that question.
And if you look at Experience of Tunisia, they won this competition 4 times, 4 times champion of the CAF Champions League. And they are going against Plateau United, who I think, based on what I saw yesterday, I'm not so convinced that they can beat Experience of Tunisia, except if God of Soccer is against the Experience.
Well, let's see if what Yusuf is actually saying will be true. But really, we hope that they can do well. Really, at least for a while now, Nigerian team have not been too convinced when it comes to Continental Championship. But right now, it seems things are going well. Out of 4, 1 draw, remaining 3. We have Omoni Oluwaferomi join us from Lagos to talk about these CAF champions and also CAF Confederation. Omoni, are you there?
Good morning.
Of Nigerian teams just yesterday, we were talking about Rivers United, Plateau United, and also Kwara, and also involving Remo Stars.
Thank you very much. I'll pick from last. I saw the game live in the Kenneth Stadium of the home. Actually, it was actually a game of because it's over 25 years that a team from went ahead to the contest to play, and that was the last time when in the 1998 when Abiola Babes played in the CAF Champions League and they got to the final. After that time, the Remo Stars probably could have maybe could have special or spectacular, but they couldn't go past the first round. We discovered was that just the way it is in Europe, CAF Champions League, just where we have the Europa League, and all about experience. And it's just about your ability to and experience of your players. Things came to play against them, because if you look at the way these guys play, Morocco, they're very top. They've really done well. This week, they played in their Moroccan league on Wednesday before traveling down to Syria, and it never reflected performances at all. It never played. Even despite the fact that they are the fans, they were playing on the road. None of these things really affected their display. They started the Morocco in Rabat. It's the same way they played Remo Stars at Ikene. Everything, all the maturity from Amdan to Guede to most of these players, they were just minutes, if I must tell you, at the front of they started attacking. I think the director to Bankole that in the first minute, that's about 55 mistaken. So it really shows that the radness, and we've always been saying that it's not just about you know the kind of ball you're using, it's a practical aspect of it. And this thing really matters. It really matters a lot, because if they actually connect round, they would have been playing Guinea, and that would have been another very stages, because I don't really see it tough, and experience came to play. Most of from Dio Ojo, Kudus Akoni, even the big blow they really suffered in 10 minutes. Issa, who was center back of the team, he was trying an attack from Rabat, got knocked out. Really came in, and that's Bashiru, and MFM called for in 20 when MFM played against us. Yes, in at the aggregate township. Yeah, if I must tell you, Ashiru was one of the guys. He was the one that had Remo starts to concede the goal. The sloppy defense. He got the goal trying to control the ball past him, and before he could know it, go and hijack the ball. And thought he tried the left. And,
okay, Amoni, we just have to appreciate you there. But really, looking at the three remaining now, Kwara United, Plateau, and also Rivers United, they've all scaled through the first battle or the first round. They will be facing all North African teams. Do you think they can do this?
Thank you very much. For me, it's now I think this is where to work now like other things, because we need to get about at least minimum of Nigerian clubs on the continent for us to maintain our status. United will be playing wider. United will be playing experience in RSB Bakane. And if you look at the Super, actually defeated Athletic, they actually defeated the Super Cup. Now, our quality that we have in the squad, many United now. Now, I know banking on, I think Chijoka Akoneto were played. That played continental games. But aside that, now they will be facing a lot of issues because they played on the league for them, the likes of Rafi and Chijoka Akoneto, some of these guys are So these things is another big they will be facing. Plateau United and experience is a very offside. Asia can actually tell the tale experience, and now they've actually faced, and as well to Sunshine Stars. So very, very tough one. I saw the Bakane and Orlando Pirates. If you look at the way these guys play, they have a very good. So which means they will be playing RSB Bakane. They need to be pacey, and actually need to define, definitely to do what they are doing. Must not be sloppy. They have the pace, and how they play from the midfield. It's always from the midfield. Then they get it.
Good one there,
So
Amoni. Good one. We
that
just have to move on. Looking at the fact that three of them they qualify right now, although they'll be facing the Yakulian tax of the North African side. And right now, just like you and Yusuf have spoken, that it is possible, but it's going to be very tough. Talking about CAF Champions League and also the fact that we have two teams there left, that's Plateau and Rivers, and also have Kwara United in CAF Confederation. And if they can scale through these big hurdles, that would be nice for our football. At least that will give them an edge in the next round that they'll be facing, or in the group stage. Good one there coming from Omani. We see how we on standby. We quickly move straight to England. Let's talk about the EPL. Matches went down, even though some matches were not played. Now we look at good one for Arsenal. Arsenal, they showed their class against Brentford 3-0 there. Tottenham Hotspur, they were able to win 6-2 against Leicester. And you have Son Heung-min scoring a hat-trick there. The player of South Korea won't stop scoring. Good one for him, a hat-trick. Manchester City, well, their giant man still was able to make one just by the weekend. Ali Allen, Fulham 3, Nottingham Forest 2, despite Awoni scoring one of the goals there. Aston Villa, the Villa Park, they pipped Southampton 1-0. And you have Everton also pipped West Ham United at the Goodison Park. As we went down during the weekend, let's hear from you, first of all, from Yusuf. I love the fact that well, some teams here show their class, that they are really the big boys when it comes to football. Although someone said Arsenal no go let us hear what now. But seriously, Arsenal, Manchester City, Fulham, they all came out smoking, especially Tottenham Hotspur,
yes.
6 goals.
Yes, absolutely. The big ones, they actually did very well yesterday and on Saturday as well. So the match that actually, I got my attention was the Tottenham against Leicester City. Leicester went up 1-0 when Tielemans scored, taking penalty goal. So I was thinking they were going to build on that, but that wasn't to be. 2 minutes later, we saw the equalizer from the usual suspect, Kane, and then from then, the Tottenham, they kept on, scoring. Even when the North Korean,
South Korean,
rather.
So
when he came on, he came in with that emotional, the feelings. You could see that he was not so happy that he started from the bench. He came in, he scored 2 spectacular goals, and then he capped it up with that fantastic hat-trick. What else can you say? And for the Arsenal team, I think they are still doing very well after losing to Manchester United. There seems to be remain resolute. And then they are still top in the league after in the 7 matches, but there's still a long way to go. And for Manchester City, what else can I say? For Haaland, the big man in the Premiership, 11 goals in 7 matches. 14 goals in 10 matches for Manchester City overall. I think it's a fantastic performance from Haaland. I think he's going to continue to do that week in, week out.
Week in, week out, looking at the result as it went down over there, English Premier League matches, goals were actually pouring in from Son Heung-min, the player from Tottenham Hotspur, who really shone like million stars for the team in London. Good one there for Son Heung-min, the South Korean player, and also not forgetting all the teams that played. But right now, let's look at the way the table is standing in the English Premier League before we reach out to Omoni to give us his own side of the story. But right now, the English Premier League, Arsenal, for what they did against, in fact, it shows that really they were ready for this season, even though a lot of people are still calling it a fluke, but I don't see it as fluke anymore. They are really moving little by little.
They're actually moving. I think the addition of Gabriel Jesus is really a very good one for them. He's been fantastic since he came in from Manchester City. So if you look at his performance, he's carrying the whole team along. Everybody is motivated. Him and Bukayo Saka, fantastic up front. So I think Arsenal, I'm not really tipping them, but one thing I'm looking at probably is looking like this is a season for the underdog. So we are seeing it across all the
European teams.
So we are looking at what's going to happen. If Arsenal can continue like this beyond November, probably let me be one of the favorites to win the EPL.
Good one there. EPL standing on your face there just for you to have a feel of what's happening concerning the English Premier League. The Gunners are really gunning everyone down. They've been doing well, and we've been looking at all those results and fixtures also. Now, let's go to Omoni in Lagos. Omoni, weekend was fantastic for some clubs. Why some? They tried. They couldn't just do it. How do you see EPL last weekend?
Thank you. EPL, just like you said last week, when the EPL was not on due to the Queen of England, everyone felt that they were boring because there was an EPL United play. We couldn't see Chelsea, and the lot actually boring. But this weekend, special happened, spectacular. They are down in the league, and people are still expecting City to sack Brendan Rodgers, the next person to follow who left Chelsea. So it's something that the league at last, and Liverpool, I think Arsenal is just a way to do payback, because Brentford lost at them, and at what is expected of them, the end of Brentford last season to me, and to stadium pony by 3 goals to nil. I think that way to understand your enemy, to do a counter enemy. It was actually a very good one, and just like Yusuf said, I think of sport for Arsenal, not yet. Arsenal is just an 11. I don't know, injuries start rocking in, and I think that's my question still lies because when injuries start, how do you stay with the competitive games? The Europa is still there for them, the F and the league, which is very make top 4. So these things are something for them. But Manchester City, I think those together, you look at Jesus, but the bigger one is here. And I think this guy is actually good many teams, many and beyond, even in the Champions League, are able to do. This is just a perfect strike. He has everything covered. And I think it's just so Sergio Aguero.
Good one there, Omani. What would you say about Son? Yeah, Son that actually got a hat trick while everyone was actually thinking he was out. He came back strong.
Yeah, down there too. Son, he had been proving over time he had Tottenham last season to do. He was not even in the like couple of months before he got back to prove his worth. Even when across games, and people, the question now is, are winning? It's just same with Arcade, that they need to hold something. They will when they will be cutting quit. They have shown class.
Good one, Omani. Well, I just want to appreciate you. I feel if I give you a chance to go on and on and on. Good one there. You've done well from Lagos. Omani Oluwaferami, join us from Lagos. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, let's come back to the studio. Well, talking about all this, well, I think the main man for the weekend was Son Heung-min, really.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It was fantastic.
It was fantastic when he came in. He came in at 58 minutes in the second half, and he got two fantastic goals from outside the box, and then he capped it up with that third goal with, from inside the 18-yard box.
Good one there. We just have to go now. Always short was very spicy. 360 Sport on Trust TV. Akogo Yusuf, thank you very much. And to Omani Oluwaferami, thank you too. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.